Do you find yourself withdrawn, having trouble sleeping or staying asleep, tired with no energy, appetite change, or moodiness? You could be among the many Americans who suffer each year from depression. I chose this topic because my mother suffered many years with depression until it finally ended her life in a tragic suicide. My mother had many symptoms of major depression, but my ignorance came in the way of me recognizing what was actually going on with her and being able to help her. And she had symptoms like sadness, hopelessness. She had trouble sleeping and staying asleep. She was unhappy. She was gloom. She was isolated. She had feelings of worthlessness, self-hatred, appetite loss, and she was very pessimistic. Some people are more susceptible than others to becoming depressed. Things like genetics, if it runs in your family, you're more apt to get it. Doesn't mean you necessarily will, but you're more apt to get it. Also, after the ages of 14, women are twice as likely as men to becoming depressed. Major depression usually occurs with other mental disorders, most commonly anxiety. Also, between the ages of 45 and 64, people are more apt to get depressed. Also, other groups of people like minorities, people with little education, divorce, unemployment, and being disabled are all factors that play a role in increasing chances of becoming depressed. Of course, the best treatment itself is prevention, but that isn't always an option. So being able to recognize that there's an issue is extremely important. It could save their life. Research shows that a combination of medication and psychotherapy works the best to manage depression, but I think it's a good support system for that person. Like with my mother, she was isolated, unable to work. She was fired from her nursing job many years ago because she came down with multiple sclerosis. Then 3 years ago, she got breast cancer, so she was constantly in and out of the hospital. On top of that, months before her own death, her favorite dog died. A neighbor shot it with a BB gun and killed him. So before my mother committed suicide, she was extremely depressed. She was at the lowest of all lows, and I didn't know this then, but I know now that when you switch someone to a higher dosage of medication, it makes them extremely suicidal. So definitely want to be careful of that, because I didn't know that, and if I'd known what to look for, what signs to look for, if I could just recognize that she was depressed, she might still be alive today. I could have helped. I could have called her every day. I could have visited when I could. I could have suggested that she engage in an old activity that she once loved. She loved to paint. I know her multiple sclerosis made it very difficult for her to have a steady hand, but she could have tried. I could have gotten her another dog, something that would have made her feel like she wasn't worthless, would have given her someone to take care of. But if you notice yourself or a loved one with signs or symptoms of depression, call your doctor or their doctor right away. If you notice that that person is having suicidal thoughts or is taking suicidal actions, call the toll-free hotline 1-800-SUICIDE right away. They're open 24/7, any time of the hour, every day of the week, because you can make a difference.